My name is Greer Manning, and I am delving into the evolution of the female character in the 2017 adaptation of Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was directed by Patty Jenkins, who is famously the first female director on any American superhero movie and currently holds the record for the highest grossing film directed by a woman. The conversation about shifting the narrative to the female protagonist perspective is one we are all familiar with, as we are all embarking on getting our bachelor's degree in communications. What makes gender roles in this specific film different is that it provides an alternative to what we have been surrounded by growing up. With superhero movies dominated by male superheroes, Wonder Woman proves that it is time for women to take center stage. This film flips what Western culture and classical films have taught us about the gender binary on its head, as we watch 60-plus-year-old women as powerful and bold warriors, while the male characters act as secondary to the fight.
It comes down to the genre as a whole became obsessed with the belief of going after young boys for a period of time. And there were reasons for that, but many things have proven that that's changed and those days are over. So I think now is the time. So something to seeing someone that resembles yourself and hits all of those same targets up on screen. And so I don't take lightly that Wonder Woman is something that girls have not had for a while and that they will have again in their lives the same way that I did. And so I think it's really beautiful. But just as I took to Superman, many little boys may take to Wonder Woman, and I hope all kinds of people do.
In the following scene, watch how Diana takes charge.
Give us Dr. Marvel's notebook.
Where did I put that thing?
Step back. Or maybe not. Tough luck.
Stay here. I'll go ahead.
Patty Jenkins used dynamic visual techniques to communicate the image and existence of a powerful woman. This is mainly executed through the intricate development of the female protagonist, Diana. Director Patty Jenkins uses a linear storyline as we follow the ambitious Diana from childhood to adulthood, allowing the audience to grow attached to her. No longer is the female character an accessory in the storyline. She is the storyline. This contemporary action-adventure film uses several techniques to build up her character, so let's dive into them. Using modern film technology, CGI is heavily utilized in this film, specifically in action scenes. CGI helps build up the female characters through slow motion, helping the audience see the complexity of the battle moves they perform. This allows these characters to be understood as smart, strong, brave, and more than capable. These women are certainly forces to be reckoned with.
Men must accept women as human beings and not sex objects.
While the 90s was a brighter time,
when you see the sexualization of female characters, you have the loosening of the comics code in 1989. It no longer banned suggestive posing of women or exaggerated female characteristics. And you have a backlash against feminism.
What were women going to read? If they open a comic and the picture is so insulting to them, they're not going to want to buy the comic.
The men were really roidy, the women were really busty, everyone's waists became thoroughly unnatural, and everyone was posing all the time. Any sort of sense of natural humanity was kind of lost at the expense of aggressive power.
Patty Jenkins fought to reclaim the natural humanity of Wonder Woman, adding a more realistic nature to the character in the film in order to allow audience members to really connect with the character. To do so, Patty Jenkins turned to the costume department. Costumes are a more covert form of expression that plays a very influential role in audience perception. Patty Jenkins focused on making the female characters' costumes more conservative than in the past, hoping their physical appearance wouldn't detract from the story and characters themselves. Another film technique used to show the power of the female in this film is the camera's point of view. As we can see, when in conversation with men, the camera is often looking down at him, while looking up towards the women. This show-not-tell mechanism illustrates the power dynamic without explicitly stating it. While most female characters in the movie are shed in a positive light, one other female character stands out, Dr. Poison. This villain was the true mastermind behind the entire evil scheme, proving that she was incredibly intelligent. While often the villain is a man, it is interesting to have a female versus female battle between Wonder Woman and Dr. Poison, since Wonder Woman leads with her heart and Dr. Poison uses her brain. This character created a complex layer to the possibilities of female characters. However, it is important to note that she is not portrayed as a beautiful woman, which can communicate that a true woman, one of beauty, could never be as smart or powerful as Dr. Poison, as women don't have the capability. Color is also used as a storytelling device, specifically red. Red in this film is directly associated with Wonder Woman due to her famous costume, but it also comes to embody what Wonder Woman herself is known for, fierceness and intelligence. Though Plutchkett's Wheel of Emotions notes that the color red signifies rage, anger, and annoyance, I believe the use of red in Wonder Woman is to highlight the boldness of the female characters. The use of red is so powerful, as most of the story is in cool gray tones, communicating the bleak, cold, and overall miserable nature of the world war going on during this movie. This idea is even communicated through costumes of soldiers, as they blend into their disastrous environment. As Wonder Woman walks out, the warm tones of her red costume help her stand out and be seen as a vision of hope and life. This idea is later communicated when the war ends and we see the bright red of the British flag being waved in the air. This communicates that Wonder Woman has truly brought life back to the world.